Hi Cancer, welcome to your December monthly reading. So as I'm shuffling your cards for the theme for this month, I think the biggest message that I feel so far for you, Cancer, is self-care and self-nurture. I feel like a desire to really want to be at home with yourself. So that could even be physically at home or just feeling at home within your soul, like wanting to be connected with yourself. Comfort. I'm also kind of feeling you might want some silence or just some time to yourself. Like I'm kind of feeling like you're wanting to not be around too many people. Like you're wanting to recalibrate, refresh, recharge. Oh, wow. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, these are the cards. That came out for you. Trust and change. And the position that the woman is in the trust card is what I was kind of sensing, like needing to retreat, needing to be with yourself and nurture and care for yourself. It feels like you're going through some growth. You're going through possibly a big change. Something is being shaken up for you. I feel like something is coming in for you more than something being shaken up. It's almost as if something is coming in, like you've cleared the room for it, and so something is being delivered. And in the meantime, you're doing some healing work or some self-care, self-nurturing work before this next stage can begin in your life. So it feels as though you're transitioning from one old stage to the new, and you're right in the middle of that. And in the time that you spend in the middle is you taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. There's this reflective, you're in a reflective period. So even if you're not actively conscious or aware that this is kind of what's going on for you, like on a day-to-day basis, you might find yourself on a day-to-day basis being in this reflective state or thinking about the past, thinking about memories from the past. And you can feel that something is changing for you, that there's a shift, there's an ending coming, or an ending has already occurred, and there's a new beginning on the horizon, and life is going to look differently for you from here on out. And I feel like you can feel that, and you're feeling a need or a call to tie up loose ends, to clean up the debris, is what I'm hearing. Patch things up. So I feel like this month is going to be about you setting yourself up for a new path. You're recharging, taking care of yourself, and possibly really wanting to just kind of be with yourself this month. I feel like it's a month of wanting to just be alone. I mean, you may be around others, but I feel on the inside you may frequently want to retreat and kind of take some space for yourself. You may also find yourself being a bit emotional this month. You may find yourself being a bit emotionally ungrounded. So that might be another reason why, like a lot of things are coming to the surface. So that may be a reason why you need to take some frequent trips to the spa, not the spa, but just, I mean, yeah, you could go to frequent trips to the spa, but just kind of like with time for yourself, you know? Okay, let's get into your tarot. Okay, what do we have for Cancer this month of December? What is in Cancer's present situation? What is Cancer's present position? Seven of Air. Interesting. Feels like you're dealing with some people around you. This is conflict. Card of conflict. Opinions. I feel like there's some people in your head, like you can, like maybe a lot of people are saying things to you that could be getting under your skin, a lot of opinions, being concerned with what people are thinking or what they're saying or their opinions or judgments of you. That could be irritating you a bit this month, or really triggering something in you. Okay, what's crossing the 7 of air for Cancer? Four of earth. You may be worried about finances, about balancing out some finances. There could be a couple of things that you need to invest in, and you may be preoccupied with, not preoccupied, but it could feel as if there are other factors or other people wanting you to spend money on certain things. And so you're trying to balance out, I'm hearing balance out your checkbook. So there could be a couple of things demanding your attention or demanding your finances, like you're needing to invest in several different things. And there could also be other people kind of talking in your ear or giving their 2 cents or opinions on how you should do something or how you should approach a situation. And you're trying to, keep some sense of balance for yourself is what I'm kind of feeling. I feel like you're trying to balance out yourself with what other people are wanting from you. I am seeing that there's some expenses this month. Like you're trying to you're trying to be conservative, but there's just a lot of things that are needing your, that you need to invest in. Like if you're working on a project or, the holidays are coming, it's the holidays. So it's, sometimes the spending does go up. So something like that. Okay, overarching theme for Cancer here. Messenger of air. So the messenger of air for your overarching theme. I feel like there's some news that comes in for you this month. There's some kind of news or some kind of, I'm hearing like breakthrough. I feel like someone's coming in with news. Someone's telling you something, and it's going to cause you to act on something, make some kind of movement. I'll look into that in a second. I'll pull a clarifying card if I pick up anything more of them. Yeah, again, and then this card just jumped out as I was with this card there. So 7 of earth. So the messenger of air and 7 of earth. I feel like there's something having to do with money this month for you, where someone's kind of like telling you, hey, we need you to pay for this, or we need you to, there's a bill, something, and you're needing to look at your finances. There's something about you taking a look at your finances and assessing how much you can afford or how much you can invest in something. So be mindful of that there may be an unexpected expense that you weren't, obviously that's unexpected. You didn't see it coming. So, and I see you kind of, your mind, that's what your mind is at. You're preoccupied with it. And it feels like a surprise, or even if it's not a surprise, it could just be maybe something that was more than what you thought it would be. Like if you're working on a project like a home renovation or something, maybe something is costing a little bit more than what you anticipated. Okay, foundation for Cancer. What's in the foundation for Cancer? The moon. Yeah, it feels like there's some, you're kind of approaching a time where you're not really sure where you're headed. It kind of feels like there's a lot of things up in the air. And you're really needing to tune into your intuition this month. You're really needing to use that to make the right choices, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing you tuning into your intuition and using that to make the choices that you need to make, because it feels like there's some decisions that you're being asked to make. And there is really no, there's no guidance, or there's no, at least from other people, or it's like all on you. Like it's up to you what you want to do. And so you're needing to make some choices based off of what you feel is right. So I feel like that's going to be a theme here for you this month. Okay, what's in Cancer's past? What's in Cancer's past position for the month of December? The Hanged Man. So you might have been stuck on a dilemma or some kind of situation, something that was at a standstill is what I'm seeing, something that didn't really make any progress forward. And now I kind of feel like things are shifting and changing, but there's still I'm not really seeing necessarily progress forward, but you're coming out of the Hanged Man position though. Something was definitely at a standstill, and it was like you didn't know what to do about it. And it felt like a pressing issue, like you needed to make a decision, but there was no solution to it. So you didn't know what to do. So it was kind of like you just sit on it, is what it feels like. And you felt stuck. What's coming up for Cancer in the future, present future? A Justice card. Okay, so it feels like there's some kind of resolution coming in as well. And I feel like it has something to do with the Hanged Man. But I feel like you don't know what it is because we have the Moon right in the middle. So this is really interesting because we have three major arcanas. We have the Hanged Man in the past, Moon right at the foundation, and then Justice in the future, in the present future. So I feel like there's some karmic scales that are balancing. Something is coming to a resolution that you were stuck on previously. So whatever that is specific to you in your life, it's like there's some kind of answer or solution that's going to be presented. And I feel like it's going to come in the messenger of air. So someone says something or someone delivers some kind of news, and it's going to ask you to act on it. There's going to be a role in it for you, and it might have something to do with finances. But what it is doing, though, is it's also on a spiritual level or energetic level. It's balancing some kind of karmic scales. Something is coming full circle. Okay, present emotions. How is Cancer feeling this month? I keep hearing burned out with you guys. I felt that in the weekly energy as well for the first week of December was just tired and burned out. I really feel like you need like a change or some rest or a vacation, something. 10 of Water. And I feel like you might be taking it. I feel like you might be spending some time with retreating and meditation. The quiet time. Quiet seems to be a word that keeps coming up for you. Quiet time. Needing some space. Needing some quiet. Needing to want to just be with yourself. Kind of calming down all the noise. Okay, so this is in your present emotions. In your environment, we have the 5 of Fire. So this is about you standing your ground, is what I'm hearing. So you're kind of taking a stand on something that, others, I really do feel like there's a pulling energy. So there's, other people wanting you to do it their way. And I feel like there is a need for you to stand your ground this month, like really exert yourself or be assertive in what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, because it feels like there's others who are trying to make decisions for you or choosing for you what they think you should do. And I think that you just want to make your own choices. You want to make your own decision on something. And so I'm hearing that it's going to be important that you stand your ground and that you vocalize But I feel like that's what you're doing, though. I can also see that other people might be seeing you this month, Cancer, as someone who like needs to be left alone. Like you could be putting out that energy, like you need just time to yourself and you need to just like do your own thing. So you may come off a bit standoffish this month, actually. Not necessarily in a negative light, but just that you're coming off as someone who like needs to figure some things out and needs some space, needs some time to rest. So you may find that some people are kind of pulling at you, and then others are kind of, it's like this dualistic energy. You're either putting out the energy that you don't want to be bothered, or people are picking that up, or that's just what you're putting out. There's an energy here of people needing something from you and you pulling away. And you kind of standing your ground and not budging is what I'm kind of feeling with the Five of Fire, not budging, not moving, because it just feels like, it's almost as if it's like I'm seeing tug of war, like people pulling you on both sides and you're in the middle because you don't want to be swayed either way. So yeah, I'm not sure how this will play out with different people because I feel like the scenarios will be different, but... Okay, hopes, dreams, and desires for Cancer this month of December. Hopes, dreams, and desires for Cancer for December. Dreams and desires for Cancer. Three of Water. I feel like you're just wanting to be able to kind of relax and enjoy yourself with the Three of Water. You may want to just spend time with people that you really care about or people you really resonate with. So you may not really spend too much time in with too many people, like with big groups of people. You may kind of just be selective this month with singling out the few close people that you have in your life and wanting to spend that precious time with them. So you're being very selective and discerning this month of where you want to put your energy. I feel like this month you're blocking this month out for yourself, like for your own self-care, and you are filling it with activities and with things that nurture you and nourish you. That's what I'm feeling with the Three of Water. Okay. Do final outcome for Cancer. Oh, Emperor. I like this. Okay, so we're showing up pretty powerfully as the final outcome of the month. I think that you're taking matters into your own hands and you're taking a stand this month on something. And I think also you are navigating some changes in your life, like where you want to be next year. And so you are being proactive in what you need to do in order to take care of yourself, to prepare yourself for next year, is what I'm hearing. And and there is something here about taking a stand, using your voice, showing up powerfully, showing up as an authoritative figure. I feel like you have respect from the people around you this month. There's only something here about you're just going to have to like vocalize it. Like if there are a lot of people wanting something from you, you're going to, by you standing your ground, speaking your voice, using your voice, that you'll come off as powerful and strong and assertive this month. You're going to take that Emperor status. So that's in your final outcome here. And at the bottom of the deck, see, we have the Hermit. And that's definitely the energy that I'm picking up on, because I really feel like you're needing that time to yourself. And that's the Hermit, is taking a spiritual retreat. Going within, and I felt that with the Trust card as well, because I feel like you can sense that some things are changing for you, that there's like a change coming, but I feel like you've also had kind of an emotionally taxing year. That's what I'm feeling, that it was emotionally taxing. And I'm also hearing that it might have been almost like at some moments or some parts, like your energy was just dragging. Like there was some months or days or weeks where like you just really had to pull yourself through. And now I kind of feel like you're ready to just relax and chill and recharge. Okay, let's get into the clarifying cards here. Let's go a little bit deeper into these messages. Okay, 7 of Air and 4 of Earth. Let's clarify the 7 of Air and 4 of Earth for Cancer for December. What is this about? 7 of Air and 4 of Earth. The Moon again. So what I heard was something coming back from the past, or something that has been put to the side for a while is now coming up for your attention. So whatever you have put to the side, or whatever was delayed, like there could have been an issue that came up a long time ago, and maybe it wasn't really necessary for you to have to look at it or deal with it. And now it's like the pressing issue. Now it's like you have to look at it. It's something that you can't ignore anymore. So there's something that has been not tossed to the side, but just set to the side for later. It wasn't a priority at the time. You had other things that you needed to deal with at the time, but now there's this like resurgence or something coming back from something that has been kind of delayed. So that's what I'm seeing here. So that may come up for you, something that you need to deal with. Kind of like tying up loose ends is what I'm seeing, because they're also showing me that if you're going into this new stage in next year, I see some movement as well. So some of you may be moving even. But if you are, then there's like this unfinished business is what I'm hearing. You have unfinished business that may kind of, and it doesn't have to be like a big scary thing. It's just things that you might have forgotten about that are coming back, and Spirit's like, we need to take care of this real quick before we move forward. So tying up loose ends here. Okay, with the Messenger of Air and 7 of Earth, we have the 4 of Wands clarifying it. So there might be someone here, perhaps this is a romantic, because 4 of Wands often symbolizes marriage, building a home together, a foundation, I'm hearing laying down roots. So there could be someone here who is coming in with a proposal, or even just having a conversation about like, where do we stand? You might be having a conversation about taking things to the next level. Do you want to move in together? Do you want to build a home together? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have children? It's that kind of thing. So that might be a conversation that happens this month if some of you are in a partnership or some kind of relationship. So yeah, I see that coming in here for you, where you're talking about investing in that, because that's the 7 of Earth, is taking an assessment of where we're at and figuring out what we want to invest in now. And it feels like it's a physical thing. So that's why I was feeling homes or moving, like physically moving. Hey, do you want to move in together? Do you want to build a home together? Do you want to lay down foundations together? So that's something that may come up here, is a focus on the home and expanding the home or changing the home, something like that. Okay, so with the Hanged Man, let's clarify the Hanged Man here. I feel like there's something you had to wait on, wow, yeah. The Hanged Man and then the Emperor. I feel like you were waiting on being able to take charge or take movement towards something, like you were being delayed or stalled in some way. There was something that you wanted to move forward with and you couldn't move. You were just stalled there, is what I'm picking up with the Emperor. Like you wanted to, which is really interesting, because the Emperor is also in your final outcome. So I feel like a roadblock is being cleared. That stagnancy or that standstill is being removed now. And so you can finally take charge. You can finally step into that emperor role, because it feels like you were trying to step into that emperor role and something was getting blocked. Like you couldn't execute on your ideas. You couldn't take your seat. You couldn't come into that place of power because there were a lot of things in your way. There were things standing in your way, or there were delays or rerouting or detours that you needed to take. But now, as we have the emperor and the final outcome up here, it's like the road is clearing for you as the scales balance. Okay, let's clarify the moon. Yeah. Interesting. 10 of Swords. So this is that ending that I was talking about. I'm hearing the word toxic. So there's a toxic ending. Something that was toxic for you is coming to a close, coming to an end. Something that was stressful, something that was exhausting and very tiring for you. And this could have been something that has been there for a long time. I'm kind of feeling like decades of just something that's weighed heavily on you, something that you've been carrying for a long time. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, it could just be in the shadow, like you weren't aware of it. It could have been something from childhood, because the moon often also symbolizes things coming out from our shadow. So things we don't see, they're hidden, but they affect us in our day-to-day life. So things that might have happened a long time ago and we kind of bury it, and it just gets rooted into our subconscious, or, it just gets weaved in and it starts to trickle into our quality of life, but we don't realize it until we start doing that shadow work to release some of those experiences. So I feel like there's some of that coming up here, but there's an ending to it. So there's a release, is what I'm seeing here. The 10 of Swords coupled with the moon, I feel like is some kind of release of some toxic pattern or emotional or even mental. It was something that was really heavy, something that was painful. And I feel like this is also what has been causing delays and an imbalance in what you feel like is owed to you, or what you feel like you deserve. Yeah. I feel like there's a release that's going to be happening for you this month as well. And that could also be contributing to your exhaustion or your tiredness. I'm seeing that some of you, because you could be releasing on a spiritual level, and you're tired from that. So that could, resonate with some of you. Okay, Justice. Clarifying the Justice. Oh, wow. Okay, the Devil. Again, something that was really toxic, something that had you convinced. I feel like there's a release in something karmic. There's a release, letting go, seeing something. They're showing me seeing something accurately, seeing something in a different perception. You're going to see something clearly in the month of December. Your perception will change of how you've always understood something or seen something. Like your eyes are going to open about a person or a situation or a pattern, or if this is something from the past, for example, like I keep kind of feeling family. So if this is something from your childhood, you could be revisiting some memories, but you're seeing something from a different perspective now. And that shift in perspective is helping you to rebalance the scales of your life. Because there could have been something that was toxic, but you didn't obviously know that when you were a kid or when you were younger. And so there's a truth coming out too. Yeah. And also something coming back to you, so you could have some energy being returned to you as well. Okay. 10 of Water. This is how we're feeling. which is happy, fulfilled. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so some of you, work is going really well, is how I see this. So some of you could really just be enjoying your work. The money's good and you feel fulfilled. Some of you could just be really doing something that you're passionate about, something that really fills up all your cups. And it takes care of you in all ways, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and financially. So this is really positive. So career looks really, really positive. Yeah, I really love that. And I feel like it's something that you work very hard at. And it's something that you've developed and curated. That's the word that I'm hearing, curated. You had to really develop something or mold it to your exact liking. And it really gives you the fulfillment that you've always desired or seeked. So some of you have very fulfilling careers or jobs or something that you do for work that fills all your cups, which is really positive, especially this month. Some of you may also kind of get a bonus or something that kind of just, I'm hearing like the cherry on top. So that could really be adding to this burst of joy and happiness and feeling like this is great. I have more than what I need. And I love what I do. So what more can you ask for? So that's very positive. I like that. Okay, environmental sphere, 5 of fire. 5 of fire for Cancer for the month of December. I just got like a boost of confidence just now with the 5 of fire. So I feel like you're coming off very confident, Cancer. I feel like there's a confidence to you. You're not really caring what people are saying about you, or you're just in that space. Like you're only surrounding yourself with people who you like and who make you feel good, and vice versa. Let's clarify the 5 of fire for Cancer for the month of December. 2 of swords. Yeah, I mean, you're setting your boundaries. You're being very guarded. I mean, and you're also coming off very confident. I also see the 2 of swords is you're not really giving anybody energy that you don't trust. So you could be a little bit on the, setting those boundaries this month. You could be really setting your boundaries with people, or needing to set your boundaries, enforce your boundaries. And I see you being very vocal. I see you being very assertive. Because there could be some people that try with you, but I don't think it's going to work. And that's what I was seeing in your present situation where you had the 7 of air. That's what this is, it's that conflict of someone trying to come in and be very deceptive or steal, or, it's usually not very a positive card. But I feel like you kind of got something under control. I feel like you are, being very assertive, and you're setting your boundaries. You're not really letting people mess with you. And you're letting people know that. And sometimes you have to reinforce it with certain individuals several times. So I'm seeing you needing to do that this month. Like you might have to remind someone to stay in their lane or to stay in their space, or that they're being intrusive. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so there's confidence. That confidence is coming through. Okay, 3 of water. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, we have a couple cards here. Okay, so again, we have the Hanged Woman. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, the 3 of water. I'm seeing celebrations, and I'm seeing that some of you are getting together with... So if you're trying to make some changes in your life, I'm seeing other people coming in to help you, because it could be something that you can't really do alone. So there's this new beginning. For example, if you're moving homes, moving locations, there could be some people coming in and helping you search for a new place to live, or helping you pack, helping you move. Because with the Hanged Woman as well, I'm seeing that, you're preparing for a new beginning here. So it's like you're going to have some helpers come in and help you with this preparation for this next move or switch in your life. Some of you could also be celebrating, you know, or saying goodbye to a place and celebrating. But with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like there's like a building. You're building something new, something different for yourself here. You're wanting a new beginning, I feel like, as well. And you may feel a bit stuck still. I mean, you still have the Hanged Man that came up twice. And so I think you're trying to move out of this Hanged Man position. Actually, you're trying to get yourself unstuck. You want to make some progress forward. So this month you may spend some time in putting some concrete actions towards creating that change. Yeah, really needing to get up and move. I feel like you're just starting to do little things that will start to build that, like move the energy in that direction of getting up and moving and shifting out of there is what I'm seeing. So, you know, even if you don't know, so what they're showing me is even if you don't know where you're going to go, if you know that you want to move, like I'm seeing you like trying to cultivate that energy by already kind of maybe tossing some things away or giving some things for donation or starting to pack up boxes, things like that is what I'm seeing. Like you're trying to manifest this new change, this new beginning. And that feels pretty strong, actually. Okay. What do we need to know about the Emperor? Clarifying for the Emperor. Three of Swords. Wow. And then we have these other cards that fell out. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups reverse. All these just kind of fell out at once. Definitely a heartbreak, something that has disappointed you and needing to walk away from something here, something that left you very unhappy. And I'm hearing that it's like you didn't get what you were looking for. Something has left you feeling very unfulfilled and empty. There was almost like a false promise, is what I'm feeling. Something didn't match up to its expectations or what you were hoping something would be. And I'm seeing you finally walking away from it and looking for a new beginning. It feels like this month something is going to click for you or something is going to make sense for you. Why something always felt off about maybe a particular relationship or a dynamic of some sort. Like maybe it eluded you for a long time, just like the moon, because we had the moon show up twice. So there could have been something that you could feel that something was always off, but it was never quite clear what it was. And so maybe this month something might make itself known or something might be clear to you. Yeah. And I see you kind of walking away from that. Like you're walking away from the disappointment. You're putting it down, you're walking away from it, and you're willing to start again. You're willing to create this new beginning for yourself. Okay. Let's get into your oracle cards here. Okay, what is in Cancer's challenge position for the the month of December? Okay, just one, please. Challenge position for Cancer. I just heard new lands. I swear, I feel like you guys are going to be moving. Maybe you guys are also traveling. You could be traveling somewhere for like a longer stay. Wisdom. So I'm hearing that there's some kind of truth that may be a bit difficult to swallow, like something that, again, like something that you needed to hear, something that you need to see, some truth that you need to see. And it's going to give you that wisdom, but it's in the challenged position, which kind of makes me feel like you're not going to like it in the beginning. Like, you're not going to like what this truth is, because you could have just had a different perception of something or somebody, like you could have had seen someone in a completely different light from what they really are. And maybe this month you're seeing the truth for who they really are and you don't like it. But at the same time, it's teaching you some things, is what I'm seeing here. So that may come to light. Or it doesn't have to be a person. It could be like a situation or something that you thought was one way and it gets revealed that it's another way. So it changes your perception. Okay, what is something positive? What can Cancer look forward to this month of December? What can Cancer look forward to this month of December? Security. I really feel like work for you is going really well. I'm hearing an extra boost. So some of you could be getting like a promotion or a bonus, something that will really help you to feel extra secure. And it will be enough for you to make some necessary changes or kind of like treat yourself for something. You might be able to, book that vacation or go somewhere. But a nice surprise is what I'm seeing. But it's also a sense of I'm being taken care of and I can move forward and build at least on a physical level, like on a financial level of where I want to be. So that's really positive here. Okay. What do the angels have to say? Angel messages for Cancer for the month of December. Angel messages for Cancer for the month of December. Music. I feel like this is about you expressing your passions and your talents. Music could also really play a role this month where you hear certain songs that I'm hearing speak to you and are kind of telling you, giving you signs, giving you signals is what I'm hearing. Like you may tune into a song or hear something on the radio that you kind of hear like a message through that, or it kind of it like flips a switch or it gives you some kind of insight into something. So the angels could be communicating to you through music is what I'm hearing. And then others of you are expressing your life through your own unique music as a metaphor. Like, because I felt with the 10 of water and the 8 of pentacles that some of you are doing work that you really are passionate about and that you really love to do. And it's something you're very good at. So that may shine through this month where you're rewarded for a job well done is another message I'm getting with the music card here. So beautiful. Okay. One more deck here, and this is a self-care, or I'm using it for self-care. So what is something Cancer can do to take care of themselves this month? What is Cancer's self-care card? How can Cancer take care of themselves this month? Following my truth. Believing in and following my inner truth helps me live an authentic and empowered life. Yeah, and I feel like that is what reminds me of this 5 of fire here as well. Setting your boundaries and not being afraid to do the things that you love to do, regardless of what people think of them. So not being swayed or convinced by others, really listening to what's right for you and what's right in your heart. So beautiful reading. It's very empowering, but I also feel like there's a there's like a coming home to yourself, and there's a need for reconnecting with yourself this month because you're preparing for some big changes on the horizon. I feel like the changes aren't here yet. I feel like you're kind of shifting your energy to that space. So it feels more actually like a quiet month. I feel like you're going to really take some time to yourself and recharge and regroup and reprioritize and clean up. There's like a cleanup period here for you in December. So beautiful reading, Cancer. I hope you resonated with this and you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next month. Bye, Cancer.